The first time the prince killed someone, he was only 12. No one called it murder back then. They said it was an accident. I know better, because I was there too, just not as close as I was later. This is the part people don't tell. This is how he became what he was. I did not grow up in the palace. I grew up near the old forest shrine. My mother was one of the women who cleaned it when people still believed it mattered. That is how I first heard the prince's name, long before he wore a crown. As a boy, the prince was strange. He did not play with others. He watched them. When children ran, he stood still. When they laughed, he stared until they stopped. Some said he was just quiet. Others said he saw things early. When he was 12, another boy went missing. A hunter's son. They found the body 3 days later near the shrine. No wounds. No blood. Just empty. The elders said the boy got lost and died of fear. But my mother came home that night shaking. She said the prince had been seen near the shrine earlier that day. Alone. After that, the prince began to visit the forest often. Always alone. Always at dusk. The guards were told not to follow him. His father allowed it. That was the king's first mistake. The shrine was not a place for prayers like people think. It was a place for traits. Old ones. Dangerous ones. The kind that do not ask for goats or kola nuts, but for parts of you that cannot be seen. The prince learned fast. An old man lived near the shrine. People said he was mad. People always say that when they are afraid. That man taught the prince how to listen in the dark. How to stay awake while others slept. How to call things that follow you without you knowing. The first thing the prince learned to feed on was sleep. People near the forest started waking up tired. Not just tired, empty. They slept for hours and still felt weak. The prince, meanwhile, grew sharper. His eyes stayed clear even after long nights. Then he learned fear. Animals avoided him. Dogs whined when he passed. Chickens stopped laying eggs near the palace. Fear gathered around him like smoke. The old man warned him. My mother heard this part from another woman who heard it from another woman. Warnings always travel like that. He told the prince, do not take too much from one place. And never take from your own blood. The prince did not listen. When his mother died, people said it was illness. She wasted away slowly, even with food and care. The prince did not cry. He stood by her bed and watched her breathe until she stopped. After that, his hunger grew. By the time his father died, the prince no longer needed the old man. In fact, the old man disappeared. Some say he walked into the forest and never came back. Others say he was fed to the shrine. When the prince took the throne, his occult work became careful. Quiet. Hidden under routine. That is how it stayed unnoticed for so long. He did not kill often. That is important to understand. He drained small amounts from many people. Enough to weaken them, not enough to raise alarm. He used shadows because shadows fight back the least. A shadow is loyal. It follows you. It holds your shape. It knows your movements. That makes it easy to take from. He learned to pull them loose during sleep. Just a little. Enough to chew. Enough to stay strong. That is why people forgot things. That is why children screamed at corners. That is why men lost direction. By the time I served him in the palace, he was already deep into it. Polished. Calm. Controlled. What scared me most was not what he did, but how normal he acted after. He ate meals. He spoke softly. He asked after people's health. He believed he was careful. He believed he was smart. But occultism always collects interest. The elders knew this. That is why they finally went to the shrine. They did not go to stop him. They went to confirm something. When they came back, they said the deal was breaking. The prince had taken too much from too many. The balance was gone. The shrine would collect what it was owed, one way or another. That is why I ran. I did not wait to see how it would end. I had seen enough trades to know that the collector never loses. Sometimes, I wonder what finally happened to him. Sometimes, I think I know. In my dreams, I see a man standing under no light at all. No shadow beneath him. No reflection anywhere. Just a body that nothing follows anymore. And I wake up grateful that, at least for now, my shadow still comes when I call it.